Dr. George Schofield is with us. Good morning.
Good morning.
Focus 50 Plus now, and we're focusing on what? Downsizing.
Yes, the holidays are over, and some people's thoughts are turning to downsizing. At least that's what they've been talking to me about.
What are the key variables of downsizing?
So, what you really have to think about, because downsizing is as personal as buying shoes.
I would think,
different ages, different motivations. It's a very personal decision. But the variables are clear. Do you need to make a financial decision? Mm-hmm. Is it a health decision? Is this what you have just too much to take care of, or it doesn't work for you, or you don't have the right transportation, or whatever?
Right.
Is it an access situation? Do you need to be closer to other people? Do you need to change what your resources are? Mm-hmm. And in some cases, are you bored out of your mind and you need to be somewhere where there's more activity?
Right.
It depends on what you need.
Okay.
The really important thing is to pay attention to why you're really doing it, regardless of what the variables are.
Okay. So do you have any sort of rules to follow to help folks, it's subjective, but it's...
I do. The most important rule is do your homework. If a lot of people will say, oh, I want to downsize, mm-hmm. but they don't have what they're going towards, you're more familiar with what you're going away from than what you're going towards.
Yeah.
So before you get terribly far into this, 1, do your homework. 2, if you're going to sell your house, maybe you get a realtor out a year in advance to talk about what people do to do this successfully, and what you would need to do to prepare your house.
Right.
Maybe you want to look at what you're willing to get rid of, because most of us accumulate quite a bit of stuff through the years, if you will. And then go back to why we're really doing this. I know in our case, I think we're going to come to the conclusion that neither my wife nor I wants, if something happened to one of us, we don't want to stick the other person with being responsible for taking it all apart later alone.
Right, yeah.
So I think we're going to choose to do that together years from now when the time comes. So you want to consider all of these things, but it really needs to be a good business and health decision for you when the time comes.
Well, it sounds, it's I think it's very cathartic too, to sort of get rid of, those things that kind of weigh you down.
Every once in a while.
Yeah, exactly.
It's important to go, whoa, wait a minute. There is a possibility that what I thought I owned has come to own me. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, very true.
So there's this sort of cleaning up and lightening going on. But if you can, 1, pay attention to why you're doing it, and 2, do your homework, and 3, know what you're going towards and maybe making a good business decision, those are all the key factors. And if you do that, it should be a really good move for you.
Fantastic. All right, thank you.
Okay, see you next week.
See you next week.
Thanks for the time.
All right, stick around. We're back on the other side of this break.